North Korea fires third cruise missile in past week. Protesting French farmers besiege Paris. Musk says first Neuralink patient received implant in brain. Activists in Mexico City protest the return of bullfighting. Toyota holds lead as world's #1 carmaker for fourth year. Ukrainian-born model sparks debate by winning Miss Japan pageant.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Wednesday, January 31st, and here are your top stories. North Korea fired multiple cruise missiles towards waters off its west coast. South Korea's military said, adding to a barrage of launches, 4 weapons Pyongyang said are designed to enhance its nuclear strike capabilities. The launch took place at about 7 a.m. Tuesday, and further details were not immediately available. South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff said in a message to reporters that the country's military is closely cooperating with its U.S. ally to conduct a detailed analysis. The latest launch is the third salvo of cruise missiles fired by North Korea in the past week.
Over the weekend, Kim Jong-un oversaw the launch of what North Korea billed as newly developed cruise missiles for use in submarines. The official Korean Central News Agency said the missiles are designed to help the country's navy deliver an atomic attack. It released images showing a missile emerging from the water without saying if it was fired from a submarine or an underwater platform. In September, North Korea held a launching ceremony for a new submarine it said was capable of tactical nuclear attacks. The initial images showed the submarine likely had 10 tubes for missiles and is a modernized Soviet-designed Romeo-class boat, specialist publication Naval News said in an analysis. Although North Korea is barred by UN Security Council resolutions from testing ballistic missiles, it faces no such prohibitions on cruise missiles.
Protesting farmers besieged Paris on Monday by blocking all major highways with their tractors, demanding fair prices and loosened regulations. Farmers in France, the European Union's biggest agricultural producer, have complained of unfair competition from rivals in more lightly regulated countries. Over the last week, they have set up roadblocks on motorways to highlight their cause. They have also damaged properties, including local government offices. France stepped up security measures on Sunday as farmers prepared to converge on the capital as part of a nationwide protest.
Farmers are protesting numerous government policies, including those having to do with fuel tax subsidies, red tape over environmental regulation, and what they call unfair EU competition practices that lead to cheap imports. France's new Prime Minister, Gabriel Attal, has already made numerous concessions, but the farmers say they don't go far enough. They responded with vows to converge from Monday afternoon with their tractors on major highways that serve Paris, to create what they described as a siege of the capital, intended to squeeze more concessions from Mr. Attal's government. Attal said, "We need our farmers," and told those present it was important to find short, middle, and long-term solutions. He also promised Paris would make other decisions to address farmers' concerns over the coming weeks.
Elon Musk said that the first human patient has received a brain implant from his startup Neuralink Corporation, a significant step forward for the company that aims to one day let humans control computers with their minds. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, Musk said that the patient is recovering well, and the initial results of the procedure were promising. Neuralink's brain implant aims to help people with traumatic injuries operate computers using only their thoughts. In May, the company said it had received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to conduct its first human trials. And late last year, Neuralink said it was recruiting patients with quadriplegia due to cervical spinal cord injury, or ALS, for the trial.
Musk wrote on X that Neuralink's first product would be called telepathy. It will enable control of your phone or computer, and through them almost any device, just by thinking. Musk added that the product's initial users will be people who have lost the use of their limbs. Despite the progress, a commercial brain implant isn't imminent. "I do think there's a danger in overhyping it," Neuralink advisor Jamie Henderson, a neurosurgery professor at Stanford University, said in an interview that took place last week, before Monday's news was announced. Henderson said he was excited about the technology, but added an approved device is still years away.
Animal rights activists took to the streets of Mexico City on Sunday to protest the return of bullfighting to the capital after almost 2 years. Torture is not art, it is not culture, and yes to bulls, no to bullfighting were among the chants heard near Plaza Mexico, a 42,000 capacity bull ring thought to be the largest in the world. Bullfighting was suspended in 2022 as part of a long-running legal case. But in December, Mexico's Supreme Court ruled that the event could take place once more. 6 bulls were fought during Sunday's event, during which the ring was embezzled with the word libertad, freedom in Spanish.
Asesinos! Asesinos! Outside the gates of the bull ring, riot police lined the streets as black-clad protesters tried to break through fences and shouted at attendees in front of walls spray-painted with anti-bullfighting slogans. Bullfighting has taken place in Mexico for centuries, but in recent years opposition to the practice has grown. In 2013, Sonora State became the first of Mexico's 32 states to ban bullfighting, and a total of 4 states have now done so. In December, President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said that he would explore the possibility of holding a referendum on the future of bullfighting in the Mexican capital. 7 other countries around the world also hold bullfights: Ecuador, Spain, Colombia, France, Peru, Portugal, and Venezuela.
Toyota Motor Corporation sold more passenger vehicles than anybody in 2023, cruising past Volkswagen AG to become the world's top car maker for a 4th consecutive year. Global sales, including those of subsidiaries Daihatsu Motor Company and Hino Motor Limited, rose 7.2% from the previous year to a record 11.2 million cars in 2023. Output, which refers to cars off the production line, grew 8.6% to 11.5 million units. VW's deliveries increased 12% to 9.24 million units in 2023. Despite falling further behind in the global shift towards electric vehicles, recovering supply chains and steady demands in North America and Europe last year helped Toyota boost productions and rake in profits from abroad.
Demand for hybrids at home, meanwhile, remains high and steady across most of the world. While 2023's full-year figures cement Toyota's dominance, it was China Bead Company that arguably generated the most buzz last year when it surpassed Elon Musk's Tesla Inc. as the world's top maker of electric cars. Shenzhen-based BYD, which only sells EVs and plug-in hybrids, sold around 3.02 million units in 2023. Toyota, by comparison, sold 104,018 battery EVs. Initially, the Japanese carmaker aimed to sell 202,000 units during the fiscal year that ends in March, but lowered that goal to 123,000 in November, citing issues of demand and supply. Toyota Chief Executive Officer Koji Sato has promised the automaker will be able to sell 1.5 million battery EVs annually by 2026 and 3.5 million by 2030.
The face of Japanese beauty is now a Ukrainian-born model, at least according to pageant judges who sparked a debate on cultural identity by naming 26-year-old Karolina Shino as Miss Japan last Monday. According to organizers' website, the annual Miss Nippon contest, which takes its title from the country's Japanese name, awarded the tiara to the contestant representing the foremost beauty of all Japanese women. The decision to pick a winner with European heritage has raised questions about beauty standards and what it means to be Japanese. I wanted to be recognized as a Japanese person, Shino, a naturalized citizen who has lived in Nagoya since she was 5 years old and speaks fluent Japanese, told CNN in Tokyo.
but some questioned whether someone without Japanese ancestry could represent the country's beauty ideals. Shino said she has faced difficulties being accepted as a local because of her appearance, and hoped her win would change minds about who can be considered Japanese. Japan is an ethnically homogeneous country with comparatively low levels of immigration, which in recent years has prompted authorities to push for more foreign residents and workers to plug gaps left by an aging population. The country has struggled to balance its conservative views on immigration with the need for new and younger workers, though a 2018 Pew survey showed that 59% of Japanese people believed immigrants would make the country stronger.
The answer for yesterday was B, evacuate. They were planning to evacuate the 70 American officials still in the country. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of protesting French farmers besiege Paris. Number 1. Besiege, 围困,包围. Fans besieged the box office to try to get tickets for the concert. Number 2. Regulate, 约束,控制,管理. The activities of credit card companies are regulated by law. Number 3. Roadblock, 路障. There was no signs of a roadblock. Next, I have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's it for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Wade Lee, your host. I'll see you next time.